brought to the table here? Do we have Colossa bringing out a different deck, or will it indeed again be another Tenpai Dragon matchup for Julia Bayonetta to have to try to defeat here? Will Julia choose to go first? Will Colossa choose to go first? Who will go first? Bayonetta will go first, and it does look like we could very well see the same effect again. Molchami Perulia this time around, though, going to look to draw some cards for Colossa here. Orchestrated Babel. This is Crossout Designator on top of that.
The Crossout Designator might be a little bit late for the Molchami Perulia because you banished Scrap Recycler here. Alright, okay.
Recycler.
That's perhaps not helping you too much there to banish your own card, so it can't be activated anymore. But, yeah. Anyways, we're passing the turn. The Crossout Designator was unfortunately the end of Bayonetta's turn. Now Colossa, when she's playing Perulia, that's sometimes even a tell that you're running the Tenpai strategy.
Yeah, definitely, because it does have the luxury of adding all these kind of superfluous hand disruptions, whereas other decks are competing against the others for extra for main deck space. Whereas the Tenpai Dragon engine is so compact that it does leave you the luxury of just adding a lot more in terms of disruption. But speaking of disruption, Ash Blossom swiftly answered by a triple tactics talent.
Yep, we peep into the hand of Bayonetta. It's Raigeki and called by the Great.
I mean, that's a Tenpai Dragon hand if I ever did see one.
Yeah, that's true. If you're running Raigeki, you might want to... Oh, Colossa is very, very confident here, saying, hey, you can keep Raigeki. I might end this very soon. There is normal summon Hydra, and that one is, I mean, the rest is almost history,
Tenpai Dragon with no disruption will very likely close this one out. Sangen Summoning being added to the hand. Do we just see Tenpai Dragon go off here? Sangen Summoning going to resolve, you have to imagine. Is there a response? Could there be a response?
No.
Right now, it doesn't look like it. Yeah.
I mean, we looked at the hand. We know that there is Raigeki, so Colossa has all the time in the world to just add the Genroku to the hand, special summon it out, go into the battle phase, and yeah.
Synchro away.
Yep, you have Chandra, you have Fadra. They are very good friends, both in the deck, but one can follow the other very quickly.
I do quite like Sangen Summoning just being there as an option to destroy with the Trident Dragon. It's just really cool to see something with 6,000 attack be able to swing 3 times.
Yeah.
Granted, doesn't maybe feel great to be on the receiving end of it.
Hey, you gotta respect the game, right?
Yeah.
You gotta respect the Trident Dragon with 6,000 attack and then like 18,000 damage. It's hilarious that a deck that wants to win the game in one turn actually is able to pay cards like Pot of Prosperity or Upstart Goblin, giving your opponent more life points because you're going to deal so much more damage anyways.
At the point where Trident Dragon is coming out, though, a lot of these duels are already pretty much done. The Tenpai Dragon deck just so explosive, so able to convincingly like put the game within, 0 life point territory. It is, quite impressive. Even if, again, as we said, doesn't really necessarily feel the greatest to be on the receiving end of. Sangenpai Biden Dragon about to deal 2,600 damage directly to the life points of Julia Bayonetta. Colossa continues to extend here with the Tenpai Dragon deck.
Yep. Hydra is being summoned here, and you have so much more to summon with the deck. We're actually going to activate Fadra here as well. We have plenty of damage here. I think it's safe to say that Colossa is going for the final damage here, not even attacking with the Biden Dragon.
Hydra, Fadra, Chundra, Tenpai Dragon showing up here for Colossa here as she does even up her record 1-1 in this group.
Name a more iconic trio, Ibris. Name a more iconic trio than Chandra, Fadra, and
Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Alright, that one definitely
that
works.
Was pretty easy given what we saw earlier.
Yeah, but I mean, the Tenpai Dragons won that matchup, right, against Blue Eyes?
True.
Yeah, so Tenpai and, of course, the Snake Eye strategy have proven to be dominant in this very tournament. I mean, if you've taken a look at the DC Cup most recently, those are basically the decks to beat, right?
Pretty much Tenpai Dragon, of course, with the power of the Snake Eye Fire King, and of course nowadays Snake Eye Fiendsmith. It does mean that we are expecting perhaps a little bit more nuance in terms of deck selection later on in the tournament, just as people start specifically strategizing to counter these specifically. But granted, seeing Orcust again was not something that any of us were expecting, and it's actually pretty cool to see just the variance in the decks and the comfort picks for these creators. really glad to see that Colossa was able to even that up, as it does mean that this matchup for her against Celta later on is very telling as to who will escape this group alongside, you have to imagine, Joshua Schmidt.
Yep, that's definitely a decider, but you were just speaking about her. The interview is ready. Let's go over to Ed and Colossa.
Thank you very much, Leo. I am here with Colossa, who's just won that match. But now that's 1 win, 1 loss. So now you're bubbling.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel?
I'm a bit nervous. I was nervous even at first, and now it's even worse, because I have to be careful with each move, because it will be like game deciding, of course.
It could be the last,
yeah, it could be the last move I do. yeah.
Well, in that, obviously, Julia only started with Babel, had nothing else to do.
Yeah,
Straight over to you,
shipwrecked.
you must be going, I have to play this really carefully, because if one thing goes wrong, that's it for Tenpai sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's why I wanted to do with the talent, watching the hand. I already had enough to kill, so I just wanted to make sure she didn't have anything in hand.
Why did you choose the Call by the Grave and not the Raigeki? What was going through your mind there?
I don't know. I just picked one random because with Tenpai, all the cards I had in hand, there couldn't be another turn. So it was just a random choosing, yeah.
Fair enough. It was a 50-50. You might as well flip a coin. Well, fair enough. Congratulations on that win. So the deck that you were playing, obviously, Tenpai. What is it that you like about Tenpai as a deck? Because quite a lot of the content creators here today definitely like it. It's very popular here in the Invitational. Why do you like it, though?
I would say that because of the format, which is best of one, bringing in Tenpai is like most surely a win, if you know maybe how to play through the interruptions of the opponents of cards. Because maybe it is more of a random deck, which is really powerful and closing really, really fast. So I just think it is a nice pick if you want to go on a Swiss rounds with just best of one format. That's why I think you should pick it.
Okay, well, fair enough. I was going to ask about your other deck. We have seen it in the interview, but I think we should keep it secret just in case someone didn't see it. We'll hold on to that. Congratulations on the win. Best of luck for your next bubble round. No pressure.
No pressure.
But I hope it goes all right. Guys, stay tuned because coming up next, we've got Joker versus Emre. So why don't we have a quick Emre interview?